Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you've read the title of this video, or you've been keeping up with the media, or going through Twitter, watching the news, you may have heard about an African American man, a black man, by the name of George Floyd being killed by a police officer. Now, this is my own thoughts, opinions, and I don't want a lot of this to be taken to heart, because, as I said, it's just my ideas that I'm going to be putting out for anybody to see. Now, do I think George Floyd was... I don't know anything about him, but do I think he deserved to die? No. Do I think he should have died because of his skin color? No. Before I get into all this, I just kind of want to point out a few things in history. I know it may seem irrelevant now, but before America was the home of the white people, it wasn't. We from Europe, Germany, France, over on that side of the world, we decided to come over here and we stole this land. We took it as our own. And now we are getting further into history. Now we're going to other lands and we go to Africa. We bring African Americans over, but not as business partners or anything like that. No. We put them in chains. We take them away from their families. And we make them go work in the fields. And then war starts. They help us in those wars. But we take their hand and a sign of, all right, we'll take your help. But then afterwards, we pretty much just said, all right, now get back into the field. That's what the white man would say. Now, let's get into a little bit more modern. Railroads and all that. Okay, now more people of different diverse ethnicities are coming over. Asians and like Italians and all that. Japanese. People who have different skin colors who want to come to America. Do we give them the opportunity of the white man? No. Now, I'm just going to skip a little bit and get right to modern times. Is our government and our whole society based around what skin color you are? Sadly, it is. And that's pathetic. By all means, pathetic. It shouldn't matter if you're dark tone, like you have dark skin, light skin, whether you're Asian, black, white, we're all freaking human. We all are equal. Just because our ancestors decided to come from another land over here doesn't mean that they're any less than a white person. Because the whole thing about white privilege, forget that. Let's just, anytime I hear someone say to a white person, oh, you're using your white privilege. I'm sorry, but just because I'm white and because how everything's run, I shouldn't have a white privilege. I should have a human privilege. So should everyone else. If you get arrested or you get a fine, it should be same across the board, no matter what your skin color is. It shouldn't matter. Now, am I saying, well, blacks are less than whites? No. Black lives matter. Asian lives matter. Indonesian lives matter. All lives matter. Doesn't matter what your skin tone is. You're human. Get that in your head. Because I don't care if you're racist. I don't care if you don't think you're racist. But once we figure out that even those people who don't think they're racist, especially me, like I don't think I'm racist, but in all reality, I'm going to have that little bit of racism in me. Even if I don't want to accept it. Even if you don't want to accept it. It's there. It's like a little virus or a little parasite that we're never going to be able to get rid of. Because it's kind of been sewn into us. Now we could try to better ourselves, which is a possibility. We could make America less racist. We could figure out that skin color has nothing to do with anything, let alone what your sex is, or anything like that. We're human, for God's sakes. Human. Bipedal people who use brains to do incredible stuff. Because if people don't understand what being human is, just because someone's skin color is different, then I would just say they clearly are stupid. They clearly don't have the brain power to figure out what a human actually is. Because we have moved away from all this slavery and all this stupid stuff that we should have gotten rid of long ago. We should have, when we said equality, it should have been across the board, right after the couple few years. But of course, we have those people who still are blind. They're still wearing their tinted glasses because they don't want to see what the truth is. They just see it this way. They see it the way that they want to see it. They want to see, okay, I am white, so I'm better than everyone. No, I'm white, and am I better than everyone? God, no. I am not better than anyone. Just because someone's different skin doesn't mean they're less than me. Heck, they might be even greater than me. Because it's getting repetitive and very stupid that we need to have people go out and protest to say we should be equals. We should have the same rights. There should be no freaking white privilege. Let's get that straight. No white privilege, no black privilege. It should just be human privilege. Across the board. Because it's stupid. It's freaking stupid. Because I feel bad for those people who have to live a different life just because of their skin color. Just because they're afraid that the cop that is patrolling the streets might pull them over, may stop them and say, okay, hop in the back of the trunk, because they did nothing, because of their skin color. Just because their skin color is not white, that they get a harder fine. They get hurt. They get pushed down. They get treated worse. That's not how it should work. Because in the end, all lives matter. Unless you throw away that human privilege, then all lives will matter. Alright. Thank you for listening to my little rant. And I hope that you will at least sit down and think about this afterwards, or maybe talk to someone. Heck, go and talk to someone who isn't white and see how their day-to-day life is, what they have to deal with, what their fears are of just what we have to deal with right now. Because I hope when I'm gray and old that racism, my children will not know that. My grandchildren will be like, what's that? And I'll say, that was something that we used to do a long time ago. But now we live in a better state, a better country, a better world. Alright. Well, thank you for watching. Kyler Creeper signing out.